So it's spring here. Everyone's getting a bit excited. This is Boomerang, and he is one of the most beautiful stallions I have ever seen in the wild. I mean, he's one of the most beautiful black stallions I've ever seen. He is just exquisite. Like, you never see horses this stunning in the wild. And it's not just his beauty that makes him unique. He has a very, very interesting story behind him. I would say a 1 in a million story. And that is that when he got mustered in, we went through the drafting. I was there on horseback mustering him in. We drafted him in the yards. We brought him back here. And then we noticed this. If you look at his right front leg, you can see that at some point in the last 3 years, he's only about 3 years old, he has broken his leg in the wild. That bone has been fractured and it's healed without any veterinary intervention, without any intervention from humans. That leg has healed in the wild, and not only did he survive an injury that would usually kill them, he has thrived. He came in beautiful condition, and he's still in beautiful condition to this day. You can see he's just got the deepest, shiniest, smoothest black coat. He looks healthy. He looks a bit angry at the moment, actually, because the girl that he fancies, Monet, hey, none of this, is just across the fence, and he'd love to just be going and flirting with her, and I'm making him behave. But he is just the picture of health, despite having this horrific injury that should have been not only career-ending, but life-ending. So the story of a stallion surviving this injury in the wild is one that I think is so, so special. And out of the hundreds of wild horses I've worked with and seen in the wild and helped muster, I have never seen anything like this before. Good boy. So you can see when he walks how much that leg really bends. He almost steps to the inside with it and knocks his other foot with each step. But again, like, I think this is a pretty special case. And we've x-rayed it. The x-rays are like nothing else you've ever seen. And we're going to continue x-raying it over the next year, probably over the next 2 years, and see how that bone changes. Make sure it's keeping healing, that it's not getting weaker, making sure he stays sound. Boomerang will probably never be a riding horse. That leg is just too crooked, and with the added weight of a rider, I think it's just too risky, too much. But I reckon we can find this little guy another career, maybe he'll be our trick pony, our demo pony, learn some things not under saddle. Horses are still just as valuable, even if you don't ride them. He can just be a companion horse. But we're going to make sure he has a job to do and stays here, and make sure we can monitor this leg. I think it's a fantastic research project just to see what happens, but also make sure we can check his welfare. He's not suffering, he doesn't go downhill. And again, I think in a year or two we'll be able to tell if it's stable, if it's going to change, and if he's going to stay this way for the rest of his life. It's not obviously going to get straighter, but just making sure it doesn't get weaker and lead to any unsoundness that could lead to, you know, lack of quality of life.